My name is Narantara Das. I was initiated by the founder Acharya of ISKCON. His murti is here. A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada. That was April 1974. I was in New York, and the letter of acceptance was in Bombay. So at that time, the official name was given Narantara Dasa. And as I am his disciple, it is my duty to repeat his message, his words. If everyone could please repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Bolo. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So, tomorrow is very, very auspicious day. In the Gaudiya Vaishnava tradition, which I follow, it is known as Gaura-poornima. 500 years ago, in West Bengal, Krishna appeared. But it was Krishna in disguise. Previously, I spoke here, last 2 times I was here. I mentioned Chana avatar, the hidden incarnation. So, Krishna appeared in the form of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Who is Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? And why do Gaudiya Vaishnavas celebrate his appearance day? The answer is given in this line. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Radha Krishna Nahe Anya. That this Lord Chaitanya is the combined form of Radha Krishna. Indeed, it is said in the Vedas, Radha and Krishna are one. God is one. But the absolute one God eternally separated himself into 2, Radha, Krishna. The supreme Purusha, the supreme male, the supreme enjoyer, and his consort, the goddess of the original goddess of fortune, known as Srimati Radharani. In the Gautamiya Tantra, it is said that from Radha, all the gopis appear. And those gopis expand as the queens of Dwaraka. And those queens of Dwaraka expand as all the innumerable Lakshmis, goddesses of fortune. But the fountainhead is Srimati Radharani. Just as Krishna is the fountainhead of all avatars, all incarnations. So, I said eternally they separated themselves. But when they again become one, that is called Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared roughly 500 years ago, and he came with two purposes. He came for external reasons, and he came for personal, internal reasons. Tonight we will discuss the external reasons for the appearance of Lord Chaitanya. There is a very nice bhajan written by almost a contemporary of Lord Chaitanya. His name is Lochan Das Thakur. And he has written a very beautiful bhajan. Parama Karuna Pahu Dwijana Nitai Gaurachandra. There have been many, many, many incarnations of God. We read in the Srimad Bhagavatam, how many incarnations? As many waves of the ocean, meaning no end. But in the age of Kali, God does not appear as the God. Therefore, one of his names, Tri-yuga. He doesn't appear in Kali Yuga in the form of the supreme enjoyer, the Parameshwara, Narayana, Vishnu. No. He comes in the role of a devotee of God. Krishna appeared 5,000 years ago. And when Krishna appeared, he displayed all the characteristics of Adi Purusha, Purushottama, the original personality of Godhead, Purna Bhagavan, the topmost. As we read in the Gita, Krishna is the supreme enjoyer, the supreme proprietor, and the dearmost friend. Bhoktarang yagyatapasang sarvaloka maheshwaram suridam sarvabhutanam yatva mang shantam richati. The peace formula. Can you accept that Krishna is the supreme enjoyer? Can you accept that Krishna is the supreme proprietor? Can you accept that Krishna is your dearmost friend? If you can, then this is Shanti, the peace formula. This is why the world right now is in total chaos. Bombs, wars, all over the globe. Why? Because they have failed to understand Krishna's peace formula, stated by Krishna himself. Krishna, in the Mahabharata, just before the battle of Kurukshetra, he visited Hastinapur with a peace proposal on behalf of the Pandavas. So Krishna's peace proposal was very simple. In front of Dhritarashtra, his evil son Duryodhana, and Bhishma, and Drona, and Kripa, Ashvatthama, all the great Kurus, Krishna spoke in the assembly and said, King Kauravas, I have come with a message from Yudhishthira. He wants peace. You want peace. Here is the peace proposal. You must give half the kingdom to the Pandavas because it is their rightful claim. That was Krishna's peace proposal. Not a compromise. Not a placating. No. This is it. They are the rightful owners of at least half the kingdom. And Yudhishthira even made it clear. Actually, we will be happy with just 5 villages. But Duryodhana insulted Krishna. They did not accept Krishna's peace proposal. So there had to be the war, the battle of Kurukshetra. But for the world right now, Krishna's peace proposal is, yes, the whole world must accept Krishna as the supreme enjoyer, as the supreme proprietor, and as the dearmost friend. Unless those conditions are met, to think that there can be peace is ludicrous. There cannot be. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, the external reason was to give the Maha Mantra. This is the religion of the day. We may say Christian, Muslim, Hindu, Buddhist, but actually, Sanatana Dharma, the eternal religion, here it is. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Eva Kevalam, Kalo Nastyeva, Nastyeva, Nastyeva Gatir Anyatha. Lord Chaitanya, when he received initiation, he was told by his spiritual master, Ishwara Puri, do not waste your time studying Vedanta philosophy. Don't waste your time. Just chant the holy name of God. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That's what his spiritual master told him. You just chant this Maha Mantra, the great chanting. So, being a good disciple, Mahaprabhu seriously took the words of his spiritual master and strictly obeyed it. And that is the secret of success for spiritual life. 2 things. You must have a bona fide spiritual master, and you must follow his instructions exactly as it is. So, Lord Chaitanya taught us by his personal example. He strictly followed his spiritual master and quickly got the full benefit. What is the full benefit of chanting this Hare Krishna mantra? It's not material. No. In fact, one of Lord Chaitanya's teachings, na danang, na janang, na sundaring, na. I don't want wealth. I don't want popularity. I don't want fame and fortune. No. I want unalloyed devotion. So, after chanting this Maha Mantra without offense, perfectly, he started to exhibit ecstatic symptoms. Hair standing on end, shaking, quivering, faltering of the voice, tears coming out from the eyes, perspiration, 8 different ecstatic symptoms. So Lord Chaitanya went back to his guru, which is also significant, because he had some doubt. Am I doing something wrong? So that is an important point, that whenever there's a doubt, whenever there is some confusion, one must go to the spiritual master to get it resolved. One should not waste time just speculating. It's like, I'll give you an example. It is common. They have this term, self-diagnosis. So people won't go to a doctor and they think, oh, I'll self-medicate. But if they don't know what they're doing, they could actually wind up killing themselves. So one has to know what they're doing. So Lord Chaitanya went to his guru and said, you told me to just simply chant. I did it, but these symptoms are happening. What am I doing wrong? And the guru said, yes, I am a nonsense, the guru said. I am a nonsense. But because you followed my instructions, you got the fruit of love of Godhead by your chanting. Today, on the drive here, takes about half an hour, 40 minutes from where I live. So I was listening some recording of my spiritual master, and he was explaining one of the Vaishnava bhajans. And it was very significant. I had heard it many times, but I had forgotten that the symptom that one is actually liberated is that someone has no more material desires. Prabhupada would sometimes joke with us. We would ask him, Prabhupada, what does it mean, no more desire? Prabhupada said that even you have a desire for one more rasgulla, you have to come back to the material world and take birth again. When Prabhupada started this movement, the new hippies, his early disciples, Prabhupada was very expert. So he opened the temple. He had some few students who then became disciples. So to keep them in line, Prabhupada would make, and Prabhupada was an expert cook, expert. He would make these, not gulab jamans, but something like that, sweet balls. And there'd be a big jar. And so the rule was, if anyone needs a little snack, there's the jar, take the sweet ball. And because it was made by Prabhupada, I never got one. I came too late to the party. That was in the early days, 66, 67, like that. The jar of sweet balls. So the fruit, the perfection of chanting is that one has no more material desires and simply is in love with Krishna. And that you get simply by every day chanting this Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Lord Chaitanya did not write any books, although he was born in a Brahmana family. And even in his youth, he had a Sanskrit school. And he would teach his students Sanskrit simply by conjugating the different names of Krishna. Krishna, Krishnam, Krishnasya, like that. So all the different declensions was taught simply by the names of Krishna. So you get the education, but you also get the purification. Because the fundamental teaching of this movement of Lord Chaitanya, Nama Chintamani Krishna. The name of Krishna is Chintamani, touchstone. Nama Chintamani Krishna. Chaitanya, it is alive. It is not a material, dead sound vibration. It's full of life. Prabhupada would tell us, when you chant Krishna's name, he's dancing on your tongue. Everybody say, Krishna. Krishna. Very good. I think I have some of your attention. Very good. Rasa. Rasa means full of juice, full of sweet. Rasa, this name, Krishna. Vigraha. We sometimes say, Nama Prabhu. It's not just the sound vibration. It's a Prabhu, person. Just like we say to each other, oh, Prabhu. Or sometimes, hey, Prabhu. That's not the way. It's supposed to be Prabhu. The tone tells you everything. So, Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha, Purna, it is complete. You know better than me that opening shloka of the Ishopanishad, Om Purnam, you say it. See, I knew you knew it better than me. Very good. Thank you for helping me out. Yes, I think every Hindu, at least those brought up in India, that's one of the first things they learn, am I right? I don't know what's happening here, but at least in India. All right, Purna, it's complete, nothing lacking. Shuddha, pure. Just like Krishna says, his Gita is pavitram, purifying. Krishna's word, Krishna's name, everything about Krishna, pure. There is no inebriety, no materialistness in Krishna. Pure transcendence. Purana Shuddha Nitya. Eternal. In the Vedic conception of this word eternal, eternal is the same as Sanatan. That is why the technical description of what we follow is called Sanatan Dharma. In modern age, we call it Hindu, but originally Sanatan Dharma, that system of codes, behavior, which is always correct, not sometimes, always. That's why Sanatan Dharma is not a sect or a cult. It is the original religion. It's not a subset. It is the standard. Things that are always true. Sanatan, Dharma, Nitya. It was true in the past, it's true now, and it will be true always. That is what we follow. Not some modern convention. No. We are following those principles of life which are truth. That's the word. Those who have studied the first verse of Srimad Bhagavatam, the first verse ends, Parang Satyam Dhimahi. Parang Satyam. Truth, supreme truth. Vyasadeva composed that opening shloka on the basis of the instructions of his guru, Narada Muni. And so, Parang Satyam Dhimahi. As soon as the word Dhimahi is used, meditation. Om Bhurbhuvaha Swatat Savitrovarinyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. See? All the different, there's so many Gayatri mantras. That was the Savitri Gayatri. There's the Krishna Gayatri, Balaram, Subhadra, Jagannath. So many Gayatris. Dhimahi, I meditate. So Vyasadeva, he says, I meditate on Vasudeva. Everybody say, Vasudeva. I still have you. Thank you. Thank you. She confirms it. Vasudeva. Vasudeva is also Sanatan. Why? Because it has two meanings. Krishna is the son of Vasudeva. But the higher meaning, Vasudeva, there is an identity, there's an entity who is all-pervading and is conscious of his all-pervasiveness. That's why sometimes Vasudeva is used to refer to Paramatma. Because Paramatma is both localized in your heart, even in my heart. Paramatma, no discrimination. In the body of an ant, in the body of an elephant, hog, no. Even within the atom. So it's localized and all-pervading. So Vyasadeva meditates on Vasudeva. Now, this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, the verse that I was quoting, explaining the last line, Abhinatvat Nama Namino. Here is the real important item of information. There is no difference between the sound vibration and the person. That requires some transcendental understanding. Because our experience is dualistic, material. Just like right now, I'm thirsty. If I say water, 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 I'm just getting more thirsty. In the material world, that's why I bring my Yeti, you need the object. It's only water, don't think anything else. So in the material world, the sound and the object, two different things. But on the absolute plane, on the transcendental platform, the name and the object the same. But have you realized that? Have you perceived that? That's a different question. So it begins with at least theoretically, philosophically accepting that the name Krishna is Krishna. And if you want to know who is Krishna, 2 books Lord Chaitanya recommends. What's the first one? Bhagavad Gita. I was waiting for my friend here. Bhagavad Gita Das. If you are my disciple, I would give you that name, Bhagavad Gita Das. He knows Bhagavad Gita better than me. Yeah, yes, you do. You proved it. So, 2 books, Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. These 2 books will get you to understand who is Krishna. Because Krishna, we could speak day after day after day, year after year, and not repeat ourselves. In fact, that's actually been happening. There is an incarnation in the universe, Ananta Sheshanag, with thousands of hoods. And what is he doing? Simply chanting the glories of Krishna since time immemorial, and he still has not repeated himself. This explains to us one another name of Krishna. Everybody say Ananta. Ananta. Oh, I love this audience. I'm so happy with you. Usually I wait till the end, but I'm going to give you the blessing now. May you get the full blessings of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu on his appearance day tomorrow. Haribol! Haribol! Yes. So Lord Chaitanya, although he was the son of a Brahmana, although he had his own Sanskrit school in his youth, he didn't write any books. Brahmins, they write books. Sannyasis, they write books. Lord Chaitanya only wrote 8 shlokas in Sanskrit. It is therefore called Shiksha Ashtakam. Shiksha Ashtakam. 8 teachings. Prabhupada tells us all of Lord Chaitanya's essential philosophy is in those 8 shlokas. Cheto Darpana Marjanam. First instruction, first business, cleanse the heart, cleanse the mind, cleanse the consciousness. Just like the way we were raised in the ashram, we would get up 3:30, immediately take cold shower. Even in the winter in New York, I remember, we had cold, ice cold showers. 30 seconds, that was it. So the first order of business for a spiritual aspirant, cleanse the heart, concentrate the mind, get the mind under control. Prabhupada's guru, he would say that in the morning you beat your mind 100 times with a broomstick. And before going to bed, beat your mind 100 times with your shoes. Stressing the importance of getting the mind under control. Even there are 9 symptoms of a Brahmana. First one, Shama, mind control. Then Dhamma, sense control. If the mind's not controlled, nothing's going to work. So that's the first order of business. Get the mind under control. Lord Chaitanya recommends loud chanting of this Hare Krishna mantra to get the mind under control. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Over the years, different people from around the world have asked me, Prabhuji, how do I control my mind? How do I do it properly? I said, you have to chant louder than your mind. The mind is always, so you have to tell the mind, shut up. We are now going to concentrate. So you beat the mind in that way. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. So how loud? Louder than your mind. My mind is always on 12. That's why I chant very loud. I have to be careful where I go. But that's the idea. Louder than the mind. Chaitodarpanam marjanam bhava mahadavagni nirvapanam. Yes, chanting this names of God, the Maha Mantra, extinguishes the blazing fire which is in our hearts. What is that blazing fire? I want more. I want more money. Lust, anger, and greed. That is what is causing the burning sensation in the heart. I have so many material desires. They're burning my heart and I can't find any satiation. But this chanting extinguishes the blazing fire within the heart. Chaitodarpanam marjanam bhava mahadavagni nirvapanam Sreya Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam. Yes, just like tomorrow, full moon. Also, blood moon. Hare Krishna. Be careful. So, all these days, the moon has been in waxing phase. Beginning from new moon day, little by little, the moon appears to increase. It appears. Moon is always there. But to us, it appears that it's waxing. So the chanting of Hare Krishna is a waxing moon of auspiciousness. It's like, I know from experience, we've already seen it during my lecture, people want Ashirvad Baba, right? They want blessing. But if you understand Lord Chaitanya, if you have a bona fide spiritual master, you know you can get Ashirvad simply by chanting this Maha Mantra, everybody. All right, the front seems to be stronger. Back needs to pick it up. You guys are doing good here. Okay, so it's a waxing moon of auspiciousness. We all want auspiciousness, everybody. This Maha Mantra is a waxing moon of auspiciousness. Saryakairava Chandrika Fitaranam Vidyavadhu Jivanam. It is the life and soul of all transcendental knowledge. That's why it is recommended. You study Gita and you chant Maha Mantra, you get inspired to read Gita more. By reading Gita more, you become inspired to chant. One feeds the other. Because Vijnana, realization, is not some mechanical process. Spiritual knowledge, transcendental knowledge, there is book knowledge, there is theoretical knowledge, but to experience it, that's a different question. Vijnana means it's no longer theoretical. I have realized it, I have experienced it. So this chanting is the life and soul of all transcendental knowledge. If I'm reading the Gita, if I'm studying Bhagavatam, at the end it should inspire me. Now I want to chant better. No more of this snick, snick, no. I want to chant real Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And then by nicely chanting, there's inspiration. Krishna gives you inspiration. And then you want to read more Gita and Bhagavatam. The life and soul. Okay? Shreyakara Vachandrika Vitaranam Vidya Vadhu Jivanam Anandam Buddhi Vardhanam. Ananda Ambudhi. Ocean of bliss. Here in the material world, what do we have? Ocean of salt water, or ocean of oily water, an ocean of garbage in the water. But there is an ocean of bliss, and you need only one drop. That's all you need. Like they have this thing, cyanide, just takes a little bit, boom. Like the Russians, they have the way they kill their opponents with a little prick. The guy's dead. Potent, just takes a little bit of poison. So one drop of this ananda, just one drop, can flood the whole world. Can flood it. But this chanting of Maha Mantra is as if you're swimming in this ocean of bliss. Therefore, Sarvatma Snapanam. Lord Chaitanya teaches us it is the full bathing of the soul. The full bathing you all have had experience. Delhi in June. How hot is it? Right? Delhi in June. I've been. When I first went to India, I arrived in Delhi in June. So I speak from personal experience. You can't wait. You take a nice bath or shower. You feel refreshed. You feel refreshed. So nicely chanting this Maha Mantra, you should feel refreshed. You should have a smile on your face. That's how you know that you're chanting nicely. Let us all chant one time together. Everybody.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
You did that so good. Let's do it again. One more time. All right, so since you have made me so happy, I'm going to give you another blessing, if you want it. Oh, okay, good. So, my next blessing upon you is that throughout the rest of the year, you feel more and more security, peace, and love wherever you go. How is that? Is that all right? Thank you very much. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Radha Raman Bhagavan ki.